Hi Shadetree kids, hope you've had a really good long weekend. You're able to do something really great with your family and friends. We're starting a new series today and we're going to do it for 2 weeks, and it's talking about self-control, which is maybe something you've heard the adults around you talk about, but it's really super important and it can be kind of cool. So our affirmation for this week is, I am in charge of my body and in charge of myself. Which is a pretty neat thing because as kids, sometimes you have a lot of rules from other people, usually adults, teachers, nurses, people at Sunday school, friends' parents. So it's really neat to know that you're actually in charge of your body and yourself. So self-control can sometimes mean sitting still, being quiet, following the directions from those adults around you that are trying to teach you how to be a really super good human. Other times it can be when we stop and think before we make decisions, before we say something. Self-control is really, really important when we think about our relationships with others. If you didn't have self-control, just think, maybe you call someone a mean name when you get angry. Maybe you don't do your homework when you're supposed to. Maybe you eat all of the Oreos in the container and then you end up with a bellyache. Self-control is so important. So as humans, we have these things called impulses, and they're almost like our body pushing us to do something. Maybe when you were little, you had an impulse to hit another kid if they took a toy from you. Or maybe when someone hurts you, your impulse is to hurt back. Or maybe it's something good. Like if you see someone drop things, you run over to go help them. We always have to think about our impulses, and stopping and thinking can help us do that. When we take control of our impulses, that is self-control. It helps to give us more joy, and it helps us to be more in charge of our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors. Can you tell me about a time that you were able to stop and think before making a decision? Or maybe can you tell me about a time that you thought through something for a really, really long time and practiced lots of self-control, even though it was hard? There's a story about my oldest son, Micah. Most of you know him. He had a birthday party when he was, I think 4 or 5. I'm not sure which birthday party it was, but there was cookies and there was candy all over our house. And we kept saying, Micah, listen to your body. Micah, you need to have self-control. It's gonna hurt your body. Guess what happened? He said, I'm okay, and kept eating cookies through the whole day. So he went to bed, he was really super tired, and guess what happened when he woke up in the middle of the night? Blech. It was not pretty. So he learned from that point, every time he eats cookies, he can enjoy them and, enjoy all the delicious things about them, but he has self-control most days when he eats cookies, because he learned when he didn't have self-control, it hurt his body. So there is a Bible verse I want us to read today. It's from Galatians 5, so let me read it. Galatians 5, 22 through 23. By contrast, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So those are the things that we're supposed to practice in order to be the best humans that we can be. So I want you to think of a statement. It's like a sentence that you can use this week to see if you're practicing self-control. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. Now, that doesn't mean we don't listen to the adults around us when they tell us we need to do something, because remember, they're just trying to keep us safe. But remember, you have so much control in your body and in your decisions. So I want you to practice that this week. Next week, we're going to listen to a story about a bear. It's a little bit scary, but I think it'll teach us a lot about self-control. So I hope you find different ways this week where you can practice self-control by maybe not eating all the cookies, or maybe not saying a mean thing when someone says something mean to us. All right, are you ready to pray? Dear God, thank you for letting us be in charge of our own bodies. Please help us to stop and think so we can practice self-control. Amen. Okay, kids, I hope you have a wonderful week. See you next time. Bye.